Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm Dr. S.K. Singh, holding a PhD, and I'm excited to introduce today's presentation. We will be exploring an AI-based analytical review specifically designed for GMP Laboratories. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through how this innovative approach can enhance our review processes and improve overall efficiency. So let's get started and see what this technology can offer us. Let's explore why AI matters so much in modern analytical laboratories. Pharmaceutical labs generate enormous amounts of data from various techniques like chromatography, spectroscopy, microbiology, and stability studies. Managing and interpreting this data efficiently is crucial. AI technologies play a key role here by enabling rapid data review, helping us spot anomalies quickly, and identifying trends that might otherwise go unnoticed. They also provide predictive insights, which can be invaluable for making informed decisions faster. By integrating AI, we can significantly improve laboratory efficiency and reduce the manual workload involved in data review. This means faster turnaround times and more reliable results, which are essential in our fast-paced industry. However, it's important to remember that regulatory agencies expect these AI-enabled systems to be accurate, traceable, and compliant with good manufacturing practice standards. Maintaining these standards is critical for ensuring the integrity of our data and processes. Lastly, while AI offers powerful benefits, its implementation must always be scientifically justified. We need to maintain rigorous quality oversight to ensure these systems are used responsibly and effectively, supporting the overall goal of high-quality, compliant laboratory operations. Let's take a closer look at the global regulatory framework. Here, we see some of the key regulatory references that shape our industry standards. For example, FDA 21 CFR Part 11 sets important rules around electronic records and signatures, ensuring data integrity and authenticity. Similarly, the EU GMP Annex 11 focuses on computerized systems, emphasizing their proper validation and control. We also have the ALCOA Plus principles, which are fundamental to data integrity, covering aspects like being attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, complete, consistent, enduring, and available. Then there's ICHQ9 R1, which guides us on quality risk management, helping us identify and mitigate potential issues proactively. The ISB GAMP5 provides a risk-based approach to validation, making the process more efficient and focused. And of course, the FDA guidance on AI highlights the importance of responsible innovation in regulatory decision-making. Now, moving to regulatory focus areas, these are critical for maintaining compliance and ensuring high-quality outcomes. Data integrity and traceability are top priorities, as they ensure that data remains accurate and can be traced throughout its life cycle. System validation and lifecycle management are also key, ensuring systems are properly validated from start to finish and maintained effectively over time. Human oversight and accountability remind us that technology complements, but doesn't replace, human judgment. Audit trail review and security are essential for detecting and preventing unauthorized changes, safeguarding our data. Lastly, risk-based governance ties everything together. By focusing on risks, we can allocate resources more effectively and maintain robust compliance. All these elements collectively support a comprehensive regulatory strategy that underpins quality and safety in our industry. Let's take a closer look at some of the key AI applications in analytical laboratories. First, we have chromatographic peak integration review, which helps ensure our results are accurate and consistent by automating the process of integrating peaks in chromatograms. Next is spectral interpretation and classification, where AI assists in identifying and categorizing complex spectral data, making it easier to interpret and analyze. Out of specification, or OOS, trend monitoring is another critical application. It allows us to track deviations over time and catch potential issues early. Automated analytical report review streamlines the process of checking reports, saving time and reducing manual effort. Stability data trending and prediction help us forecast how samples or products will behave over time, supporting better decision-making. Laboratory deviation analytics provides insights into unusual results or deviations, helping us understand and address underlying causes. Instrument performance monitoring ensures that our equipment is functioning optimally, minimizing downtime. Finally, predictive maintenance of analytical equipment uses AI to anticipate when maintenance is needed, preventing unexpected failures. Now, shifting to the business benefits. These AI applications enable faster analytical review cycles, meaning we can get results more quickly. They improve consistency in data evaluation, reducing variability and increasing reliability. They also help us cut down on manual errors, enhancing overall data integrity. And lastly, these tools deepen our process understanding, allowing us to optimize workflows and ensure high-quality outcomes across the board. Now, let's talk about maintaining ALCOA Plus compliance, which is essential for ensuring data integrity and trustworthiness. First, key controls like secure audit trails are vital because they help us track all changes made to data, providing a clear record of activities. Controlled user access is equally important, as it ensures only authorized individuals can view or modify data, reducing the risk of errors or tampering. Electronic signature compliance is another critical aspect, confirming that the person responsible for data entry or changes is properly identified and accountable. Metadata retention plays a significant role as well, since it preserves the contextual information about data, such as timestamps and user details. Backup and recovery processes are necessary to protect data from loss and to ensure we can restore information if needed. Periodic audit trail reviews are also essential. They allow us to continuously verify that our controls are effective and that data remains trustworthy. Now, when it comes to AI systems, they must ensure that data is attributable, meaning we can trace it back to its source, legible, so it's readable and understandable, and contemporaneous, meaning data is recorded at the time of the event. Original data should be preserved, and accuracy, completeness, and consistency are fundamental to maintaining data quality. Enduring and available data means it must be preserved over time and accessible whenever needed. All these points connect back to our overall goal, making sure that data is reliable, secure, and compliant, key to building trust in our systems and decisions. Now, let's take a closer look at the key validation deliverables that ensure our processes meet the necessary standards. First, we have the User Requirement Specifications, or URS, which clearly define what the end user needs from the system. Then, we have the Functional Specifications, which translate those needs into detailed technical requirements. Next, we develop validation protocols and reports, which outline how we will test and verify that the system works as intended, and then document the results. Test evidence is also crucial, providing documented proof that the testing has been successfully completed. Moving on, the traceability matrix is an essential tool that links requirements to their corresponding validation activities, ensuring nothing is overlooked. Periodic review reports help us maintain compliance over time by regularly assessing our validation status. The validation approach for GMP compliance guides us on how to align our validation activities with good manufacturing practices, which are foundational in our industry. We then move through the various validation stages, starting with defining the intended use of the system, followed by conducting a thorough risk assessment to identify potential issues early on. Supplier qualification ensures that our vendors meet our quality standards before we proceed. Then we have installation qualification, or IQ, which verifies that equipment is installed correctly. Operational qualification, or OQ, confirms that the equipment functions properly under normal operating conditions. Performance qualification, PQ, goes a step further by validating that the system performs reliably during actual production. Finally, model verification and monitoring involve ongoing checks to ensure continued performance and compliance over time. All of these components together form a comprehensive validation process, which is vital for ensuring quality, compliance, and ultimately, the safety and effectiveness of our products. Let's take a closer look at governance controls, which are essential for maintaining integrity in our processes. First, we have the oversight by the quality unit, ensuring that standards are consistently met throughout the life cycle. Change control procedures are also critical. They help us manage modifications systematically, reducing risks associated with updates. Regular, periodic model reviews are necessary to keep our models accurate and reliable over time. Moving on, escalation management is key for addressing issues promptly. When problems arise, having defined approval workflows ensures that the right people review and authorize actions, maintaining accountability. All of these controls work together to uphold the integrity of our systems and data. Now, I want to highlight the importance of quality risk management principles. These principles help us identify and mitigate potential risks that could impact product quality. When considering risks, we need to think about their potential impact on the product itself, as well as the possibility of making incorrect decisions based on flawed data or models. Data quality and reliability are foundational here. Without trustworthy data, our outputs can't be trusted. Another crucial aspect is the explainability of AI outputs. It's vital that we understand how AI reaches its conclusions, especially in regulated environments. We also need to be aware of cybersecurity vulnerabilities that could threaten our systems and dependencies on external vendors, which can introduce additional risks. All these governance controls and risk considerations are interconnected. They help us ensure that our AI systems are not only effective, but also compliant, secure, and trustworthy, aligning with our overarching goal of delivering safe and high-quality products. Let's talk about why human responsibility remains essential even as we incorporate AI into our processes. First, regulatory expectations clearly emphasize that AI should support, not replace, our qualified personnel. This means that, at the end of the day, final decisions, like batch disposition, must always have human approval. It's a safeguard to ensure oversight and accountability. Laboratory reviewers play a crucial role here. They need to assess AI-generated recommendations carefully. And it's important that everyone involved is trained on the limitations of AI systems so they understand when and how to intervene. Having clear standard operating procedures, or SOPs, that define responsibilities for AI review and escalation helps keep everyone on the same page and maintains compliance. Now, this leads us into the human-in-the-loop model. Think of AI as doing the initial, preliminary assessment. That's where it adds value by speeding things up. But then, analysts step in to verify those findings, ensuring accuracy and context. And for critical quality decisions, our QA teams review and confirm, maintaining the integrity of the process. This layered approach underscores that, no matter how advanced AI gets, human expertise and oversight are irreplaceable. It's about combining the strengths of technology with the judgment and accountability that only humans can provide, aligning perfectly with our overall goal of maintaining high standards and regulatory compliance. Now, let's turn our attention to regulatory considerations, an essential aspect of our overall approach to data security and compliance. First, we have Annex 11 security controls, which set the standards for computerized systems used in pharmaceutical manufacturing, ensuring data integrity and security. Next, data backup verification is crucial. It's not enough to just back up data. We need to regularly verify those backups to confirm they can be restored effectively in case of an emergency. Disaster recovery planning ties into this by outlining clear procedures to resume operations swiftly after an unforeseen event. Alongside this, vendor security assessment plays a vital role, evaluating our third-party providers to ensure they meet our security standards and don't introduce vulnerabilities. When it comes to protecting GMP laboratory data, it's about safeguarding sensitive information that directly impacts product quality and compliance. Cybersecurity expectations are evolving, and we need to adopt best practices to stay ahead of threats. Implementing secure authentication mechanisms, such as multi-factor authentication, helps verify user identity robustly. Role-based access controls ensure that individuals only access the data necessary for their role, minimizing risks. Data encryption adds another layer of protection, making data unreadable to unauthorized users. Controlled network connectivity is about limiting access points to reduce potential attack vectors. Malware and intrusion protection tools help detect and prevent malicious activities before they cause harm. Regular patching and vulnerability management are ongoing processes to fix security gaps and update our systems against emerging threats. Overall, these considerations form a comprehensive framework that not only complies with regulatory requirements, but also builds a resilient security posture for our laboratory data and systems. Now, let's look at some of the common compliance and operational challenges we face when implementing AI in laboratory settings. One of the biggest issues is the limited explainability of complex AI models. These models can be incredibly powerful, but often act as a black box, making it difficult to understand how they arrive at their decisions. This can pose a challenge for regulatory compliance and trust. Another challenge is bias in training datasets. If the data used to train these models isn't representative or contains biases, it can lead to inaccurate or unfair outcomes, which we definitely want to avoid in a laboratory environment. Integration with legacy laboratory systems also presents difficulties. Many labs still operate on older systems that aren't always compatible with new AI tools, so ensuring seamless integration can require significant effort. Managing continuous learning algorithms is another hurdle. These models evolve over time, which means we need to monitor and manage them carefully to ensure they remain accurate and compliant as they learn. Resource requirements for validation are also a concern. Validating AI systems thoroughly can be resource-intensive, but it's essential to ensure their reliability and compliance with regulations. Finally, maintaining inspection readiness is key. We need to be prepared for audits and inspections at all times, demonstrating that our AI systems are compliant and functioning correctly. So, how do we address these challenges? One effective mitigation strategy is to use explainable AI where feasible, helping us understand how decisions are made. Applying robust change management practices ensures that updates and modifications don't compromise compliance. Maintaining comprehensive documentation is critical. It provides the audit trail and transparency needed during inspections. And conducting periodic effectiveness reviews allows us to continually evaluate and improve our AI systems, ensuring they remain compliant and effective over time. By staying proactive and strategic, we can navigate these challenges successfully and harness AI's full potential in our laboratories. When it comes to documentation expectations, it's essential to have controlled and approved procedures in place. This ensures that all processes are consistent and reliable. Managing versions carefully is also crucial, so everyone is working with the most recent documents and updates. Keeping personnel training records up to date helps demonstrate that our team is qualified and competent to operate the AI systems. Regular periodic reviews of SOPs or standard operating procedures are vital. This way, we make sure our procedures stay relevant and effective over time. Now, when we look at documentation requirements for AI systems specifically, these should cover a range of topics to ensure transparency and accountability. For example, the SOPs should clearly outline how the AI system is operated and used, including user access management to control who can interact with the system. Data review procedures are also critical to verify that the data feeding into the AI is accurate and appropriate. Exception handling and escalation processes need to be documented so that issues are managed promptly and effectively. An audit trail review is another key point. It's about maintaining a detailed record of activities for accountability and traceability. Backup and archival management ensures that data and models are securely stored and retrievable when needed. AI model retraining and updates should be documented to track improvements and changes over time. Finally, incident and deviation management processes should be in place to handle any unexpected issues or deviations from expected performance. All of these documentation components work together to support the overall integrity, safety, and compliance of our AI systems, reinforcing the importance of thorough and well-managed documentation in our broader governance framework. Let's take a closer look at some of the key success factors for implementing AI effectively. First, strong data governance is essential. This means having clear policies and controls in place to ensure data quality, security, and privacy. Without that, even the best models can falter. Next, establishing clear accountability is crucial. Everyone involved should know their roles and responsibilities, which helps in managing risks and ensuring the project stays on track. Creating a culture of continuous improvement is also vital. AI systems aren't set and forget. They need ongoing tuning and updates based on new data and insights. Now, turning to the recommended implementation strategy, starting with low-risk applications allows us to build confidence and learn as we go. It's a safer way to pilot AI and refine our approach. Forming cross-functional governance teams is another best practice. Bringing together different perspectives, from business, legal, helps ensure all aspects are considered. Validating all AI-enabled workflows before full deployment is important to catch issues early. We should also use high-quality, representative datasets to train our models, ensuring fairness and accuracy. Transparent model documentation is key, so everyone understands how models make decisions. Routine performance monitoring helps us catch drifts or errors over time. Including quality assurance in planning ensures we're prepared for potential issues. And finally, maintaining inspection readiness at all times keeps us compliant and prepared for audits or reviews. All these factors and strategies are interconnected and support the overall goal: deploying AI responsibly, effectively, and sustainably across the organization. Let's take a look at what's coming next in emerging technologies and how the regulatory landscape is evolving. Looking ahead, we can expect real-time release testing supported by AI. This means that quality checks during manufacturing will become faster and more accurate, thanks to intelligent automation. Predictive quality monitoring platforms are also on the horizon. These systems will analyze data continuously to forecast potential issues before they happen, helping us stay ahead of quality problems. Coupled with advanced digital laboratory ecosystems, we'll see more integrated, seamless environments where data flows smoothly between different tools and systems. Integration is key, so we'll see these digital labs connecting with LIMS, CDS, and MES systems, creating a unified infrastructure that enhances decision-making and traceability. When it comes to AI, there's a growing emphasis on explainable and transparent models. This means that AI decisions will be more understandable, which is crucial for regulatory approval and trust. Regulators are also providing more guidance on AI governance, ensuring these technologies are used responsibly and ethically. From an industry perspective, there will be a stronger reliance on data-driven quality decisions, making processes more objective and reliable. We'll also see enhanced automation, but with human oversight to maintain control and accountability. And finally, there's a growing focus on AI ethics and accountability, making sure these powerful tools are used responsibly, aligning technological progress with ethical standards. All of these developments are aligned with our overall goal of improving quality, efficiency, and compliance in the industry. When implementing AI in GMP laboratories, it's crucial that we do so in a way that is scientifically sound and based on a thorough understanding of the risks involved. This means applying validated methods and maintaining continuous oversight to ensure everything stays compliant with regulatory standards. By doing this, we not only protect product quality, but also build trust in the processes we use. AI can really boost analytical efficiency and help us oversee quality more effectively, but it's important to remember that these systems must be validated, controlled, and fully traceable. Data integrity is the backbone of any AI-enabled laboratory. Without accurate and secure data, the entire system can be compromised. Human oversight remains essential, especially when it comes to critical quality decisions. No matter how advanced AI gets, human judgment is irreplaceable in ensuring safety and compliance. A risk-based governance approach supports safe AI adoption by focusing our attention on the most significant risks and making sure we're managing them properly. And finally, continuous monitoring and periodic reviews are vital. They help us catch any issues early and ensure our systems stay aligned with evolving standards and regulations. All these principles connect to our overarching goal: using AI to enhance our laboratories responsibly, safely, and in full compliance with regulatory requirements. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out. We understand that implementing new ideas or strategies can sometimes raise questions or require additional guidance. So, if you need any assistance or clarification, feel free to contact us. We're here to help. And with that, I want to sincerely thank you all for your time and attention today. Your commitment to growth and improvement is truly inspiring. Remember, the resources and contacts provided are there to support you every step of the way. Thank you once again, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.